Many victims panic when a blackmailer references their religion or cultural background because it feels like proof of surveillance. In reality, scammers increasingly use cultural profiling to build believable threats that often require no hacking at all. Investigators warn that modern cyber extortion relies heavily on social engineering techniques that weaponize identity to increase compliance. Criminals mine public posts, photos, and affiliations, then apply targeted shame to make threats feel deeply personal. Once religion or culture is mentioned, fear escalates faster than logic. Victims assume the scammer has secret access when the truth is often simple data exposure. Cultural profiling turns ordinary information into emotional leverage, and targeted shame traps victims in panic before they can pause, question, or seek help. How identity became a tool of blackmail. Early online blackmail focused on financial pressure, but criminals learned that emotional targeting was more effective. As social media expanded, identity markers like religion, culture, and language became visible data points. Scammers realized cultural profiling could turn generic threats into deeply personal ones. By referencing beliefs or traditions, they created psychological pressure that money alone could not achieve. Targeted shame evolved into a deliberate strategy. Criminal networks observed how communities react to reputation threats and built scams around those reactions. Profiling at industrial scale. Today's extortion rings treat identity data as a weapon. Automated tools can scan profiles for religious references, cultural symbols, and community affiliations. Cultural profiling is often paired with scripts designed to trigger targeted shame, suggesting exposure within specific social groups. Victims believe the scammer has inside access, when in reality the information was publicly available. The scale is massive because digital footprints are permanent and searchable. Blackmail has shifted from random intimidation to precision psychological targeting. Regardless of how they got your personal data or how much access they truly have, the threat is real. Identity-based fear overrides reason. Targeted shame attacks a person's sense of belonging. When religion or culture is invoked, many victims fear social rejection more than financial loss. This emotional shock weakens decision-making. Cultural profiling isolates victims because they worry that reporting the crime will amplify embarrassment. Criminals depend on that hesitation. The more personal the threat feels, the less likely victims are to seek help. Identity becomes the cage that keeps the scam alive. Steps that reduce their psychological control. Breaking psychological control requires slowing the situation down and shifting from fear to documentation. These steps focus on preserving evidence, limiting exposure, and removing the emotional leverage that scammers depend on. Save every message that includes identity-based threats as permanent evidence. Do not block the scammer immediately because it can lead to escalation and erase proof. Screenshot your public profiles to document what information was visible. Tighten privacy settings and remove posts revealing religious or cultural markers. Report the incident to the online platform where it occurred and the appropriate law enforcement agencies immediately. Inform trusted contacts so the scam cannot spread through your network. Contact a cybersecurity firm experienced in cultural profiling and identity-based blackmail cases. Identity is not a weakness. Scammers weaponize religion and culture because identity creates emotional leverage, not because they hold real power. Once victims document, secure their data, and seek expert support, the illusion often collapses. When blackmail targets your identity, you need more than advice. You need active intervention. Blackmail.HelpLine works with victims facing culturally targeted extortion, religious shaming, and reputation-based threats. Our specialists analyze the credibility of the threat, preserve every piece of evidence, and identify how your personal data was harvested. We then help you secure your digital footprint and design a response strategy that reduces emotional pressure without triggering escalation. These cases are not just technical, they are psychological. That's why our team focuses on stopping manipulation. If a blackmailer is using your beliefs, culture, or community is leverage, you don't have to face it alone. For confidential support from investigators experienced in sensitive identity-based blackmail cases, contact Blackmail.HelpLine at 888-634-1535 or visit Blackmail.HelpLine.com. Helpful links and resources. To learn more, visit our website at Blackmail.HelpLine.com. The link is in the description below. Feel free to leave a comment with your questions or call us directly at 888-634-1535. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments if you'd like us to cover more cases like this. See you in the next video.